Well, let's turn our attention to other matters here in Lagos, where the Ministry of Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation has shown its commitment to inclusive development and the empowerment of women, youth and vulnerable groups. This was highlighted at the graduation ceremony of the participants from its Life Skills Economic Empowerment Program. And TVC News correspondent Abimbola Agbebi reports.
It's graduation day for beneficiaries of the Life Skills Economic Empowerment Program, LEAP, an initiative of the Lagos State Ministry of Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation. The ceremony, held in the Super Roger area of Alagbado, marks the completion of a 4-week intensive training program. Participants received hands-on training in various vocational skills, including catering, makeup artistry, event decoration, soap making, barbing, and more. At the close of the program, the beneficiaries were presented with certificate and starter kits to help launch their small businesses.
From soap-making departments. We are grateful to them, and I congratulate the federal government and the Lagos State Ministry of Women's Affairs and Poverty Alleviation. I say,
on behalf of the catering for his efforts towards us. These skills has impacted so many things in our life, and we are very grateful to him. Thanks to the government and the commissioners.
For the Commissioner for Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, Bolaji Cecilia Dada, the initiative reflects the ministry's continued drive to promote economic self-reliance among women, men and young people, especially those in vulnerable communities.
After every training, we give them equipment that is enough for them to start those businesses immediately. This is the beginning of huge success for them, depending on how they go after now. We have taught them the basic skills. It's their responsibility to know how to package themselves. That's what I say to them all the time. The packaging is your own responsibility. The way you present yourself to the world is the way that they'll see you and they'll patronize you.
As these new graduates step into the world with confidence and skills in hand, the message is clear. Empowerment is not just a goal, it is a pathway to lasting change. Abimbola Agbebi, TVC News, Lagos.
As digital rights violations grow in Nigeria, a new initiative is empowering young people to protect themselves online. Accountability Lab Nigeria is training creatives, students and digital content creators on how to navigate digital threats. Maria Mohammed reports.
Each of the pages to see whether in an age where expressing your opinion online could lead to detention or surveillance, Nigerian youths are learning how to protect their digital freedoms. At the Voices in Codes training program hosted by Accountability Lab Nigeria, participants explored their digital rights and the growing threats they face in the country's shrinking civic space.
What I'll say to them is basically that digital rights issues are not just technical or legal. They are basically human rights issues, and it affects the way we speak, it affects the way we create, it affects the way we participate totally in society. So you'll be doing yourself a disservice if you do not key in to conversations that are happening around digital governance and how we can come together to solve the privacy issues we face, the surveillance issue currently happening in Nigeria.
Pre-event surveyed revealed that over 54% of attendees had experienced digital rights violations ranging from unlawful phone search to social media censorship. Beyond training the youths, the organization is also engaging members of the judiciary, many of whom are still unfamiliar with the National Data Protection Act of 2023.
Important that even if we have a huge digital divide, in those public hearings, it's made in such a way that young people can attend, because it's also their right to attend. For instance, the zonal public hearing on the constitutional review that has been ongoing for the past months in different, it's zonal. For instance, Lagos is for Southwest and the likes. There's no online platform for young people to actually join.
In a country where speaking out online can come with real-world consequences, young Nigerians are learning not just to protect themselves, but to shape a freer, safer digital space for all. Maria Mohammed, TVC News, Abuja.
Now, experts, educators and environmental advocates gathered in Lagos for a climate education forum focused on building communities that respect the planet and protect biodiversity. We have more in this report.
Nigeria is among the countries most at risk from climate change, battling floods, heat waves and the loss of wildlife and natural habitats. At this forum, speakers stressed that climate education is vital in helping individuals and communities adapt to these challenges while safeguarding ecosystems. They called for early integration of climate awareness into school curricula, community-based training and policies that encourage sustainable lifestyles.
The teachers are very crucial because most of them would be spending most of their times with the students. And at the end of the day, they are able to also integrate this training into their subject curriculum. Of course, they are able to clearly relate that with the current happening in line with the Paris Agreement, 1.5 degrees Celsius. And all of this drive is what we need to put at the heart of the next generation.
We see that currently in Lagos we are experiencing flooding in most part of Lagos. So now with the introduction of nature-based solutions, we are able to provide solutions towards addressing the issue of flooding, towards biodiversity loss, and towards climate change primarily. Social benefits, this also creates job opportunities for youth, for young individuals, and for individuals across our communities on the long run primarily.
Participants also highlighted the role of grassroots action, urging communities to embrace waste reduction, tree planting and conservation projects as part of everyday life.
We have heard about so many that our water bodies have been destroyed by plastic, and now we have talked about microplastic, which is very dangerous to health. So the children will be able to get the information, and then they'll be able to teach their fellow students about pollution, how dangerous it is, and a possible way to tackle pollution.
We want to develop the youth so that they'll be able to know how to protect the environment, how to sort waste, how to plant trees, how to do a lot of things to make ssure that the climate is friendly for everyone.
Esther Mokwariola, TVC News.